here. So, okay, maybe I'll tell you guys the AQ40 war effort story. This is a longer story, so be prepared for it while we get everybody down here. Perfect. Hellgorged, yeah, just invite me, or whisper, whatever. So, back in the day, many, many years ago, we had the AQ40 war effort. This was a fun and a terrible time. This was a two-parter. In one part, your raid had to make a key for the gong. One person on the server could open it at a time. And at the same time, there was the AQ40 war effort. Now, I'll let you guys in a second here. More invites. For the AQ40 war effort, what our guild did, and a number of the other guilds did on other servers, in order to speed up the process, because you had to get, like, try to farm. Thanks, Rob, for subbing 3 months in a row. Much appreciated and welcome. You're saying it's okay to take the balls to the face just once? Ask Seer. That's where I gave balls to 2015. Yeah, so this is World PvP. That was a good time too. Very little PvP back then, but yeah. Caspa's coming too. Alright, we're gonna roll through this. So the AQ40 war effort. Guys, you guys like grinding, right? Everybody loves grinding the crap out of things. You guys remember doing winter spring reps. Try farming 100,000 linen bandages. That's right, 100,000. Okay, that's linen. Now cloth, then silk weave, then mage weave, then rune cloth. That's just cloth. Then you got to do the ore and leather and fish and everything else. So basically, the entire server had to come together to give materials for the server in order to defend against the Silithid threat. Sukas, thanks for subbing as well. Much appreciated, and welcome, Sukas. Thanks a ton. Shikamaru, you guys have funny names. So what we did was we did raffles. Basically, every time you mail one of my officers a stack of whatever we need, you get a raffle ticket. We write down your number and we raffle something off. So things like a run through Molten Core. Let me find this post here for you guys too. This old post. News archives. And you see me. There's a picture of me. Where is it? Okay, here we go. This is the picture of Sparty from In My Judgment and My Sulphurous. From 2006, January 21st. Let's open those gates. In an effort to open the gates at a much quicker pace, we are holding a raffle to promote more farming for the Ankiraj war effort. We'll be giving away at least one Molten Core Epic every day. This is huge, guys. Until the war effort is complete. Yes, other servers have done the same thing, and it has worked extremely well for them. But we're going to do even better. Why are we doing this? We want to experience new content as available to both raiders and casual gamers alike. We want everybody to. Some guilds are tired of clearing all endgame content in 2 or 3 days. Not really bragging, but just saying we were tired of clearing content. We were a great guild. Only to have a week of farming left. No one wants to be lagged up on Tuesday, Wednesdays in Blacking Lair. We want to have further progression of Storm Rage as a server, and ideally be one of the first of the 10 servers to open the gates. Simply put, we want those damn gates open. Now, we're looking for any of the materials still needed to finish the war effort. This includes materials needed on Horde side, which will be sent to designated people on the cross faction. So you send stacks of crafted mats to an alt called AQ effort, and that person would give you a raffle ticket. Then we eventually raffle these things off, like Molten Core belts. We get huge grand prizes, all expenses paid trip to Molten Core, and selection of 2 non-usable legendary items. That was a huge thing back then. Like, nobody ever got to experience Molten Core. They were stuck at the first 2 giants. Any enchant you ever want, a choice of a mount, or a box of 900 gold. Any leftover epics, a romantic date with Dorfster of Death Jesters, a fully geared Thillin for the day. That was our walking loot closet. Thillin, that little kid. First kid I ever made cry. 1,500 gold. And so we had a special raffle to the person that had 1,500, or so, the person that farmed the most, they would get 1,500 gold. People love to grind shit, great. Support the server, get a chance at gold. If you win the trip to Molten Core and are too low level to wish to partake, you have the option of saving it for another time or receiving 1,000 gold. So those were big prizes back then. Huge, huge prizes, guys. Huge, huge prizes. Yeah, the gates are open now. I know, guys. The gates are open now. But we really mushed the server. Like, we made them go. Yeah, and the server loved us for it. So, who opened the server? Like, Sparty, what? You have the Ashbringer, you have all this stuff, you've been playing for 10 years. Why don't you have a legendary mount and the title's Scarab Lord? Well, good question. We had good guy guilds and bad guy guilds. Sort of like, you know, good and bad players. We were part of the coalition of the willing. And there was, of course, the axis of evil. Thanks, Bush. We were the good guy guilds, right? Like, we were Alliance, and we were, you know, nice players and good people, and we were, it was ourselves, it was Critical Mass, it was a bunch of, you know, really low-level guilds, it was like the Timeless Rages, the Age of Redemptions, the Flame of Andorils, the Anti-Meridiums that still play, like this coalition of great guilds. And then there was the Axis of Evil, the Decors, Complexity, Sears Guild. You know, the guys that were just giant trolls, asshats, the Team Malices of today, basically. The Overtures of today. Nobody liked them. They were just dicks and elitists. Like, hey, we have epics. You don't. You suck. Right? You guys can just start zoning in. We'll not kill the bosses for a sec. So those guys were just dickholes to everybody. Nobody liked them. Okay, punch stuff there. Okay, punch stuff. So we decided, as a coalition here, yeah, you're welcome, Seer, that we're going to give the opening to one person. And basically, because on our side in Death Jesters, we had Nebshar, which was a huge rep whore. He was one of my officers, still plays, has an Atiesh. Because we gave it to him, and Critical Mass gave it to a human, and back then the human racial was amazing because you had to farm tons of scarabs and deputize people for the Brood of Nosdormu. It was a bitch. So, because they got the rep bonus, it made logical sense to give it to a human person instead of, you know, a druid, which didn't get the rep bonus. Had we decided as a guild to give it to Sparty instead, it might have been a different story, where Sparty would have got the Ankh Scepter. Everyone loved us. Oh, man. It's funny, it's pretty much everyone sucked in vanilla. They just sucked less. Well, I'm just saying, you know, I don't mean to be mean to anybody. Okay, let's go. We're pulling here. Are we ready to go? Come on, troll face. Come on. Okay, here we go. This boss is really cool. He was split into multiple places. There we go. And has drops of pet and shit. God, he had this arcane explosion. That was a giant bitch boss for a lot of guilds. I admit, like, the magnificence that is the AQ40 effort. Or the AQ40 war, right? Silithus. Opening the gates. There was a really cool cinematic. If you guys YouTube the opening cinematic where there's dragons flying across the skies, like, it was a huge server event. The servers would crash non-stop because only a select few servers got to open at a time. You know, everybody wanted to be there. So people would create level 1 alts, get them summoned over, and just want to see there. Blizzard didn't really anticipate that. You guys saw that in the documentary where just everybody went there, and servers would just be crashing to the point where you guys have locked servers now, right? But they would physically stop you, not physically stop you, but like they would put a limitation in to stop you from creating level 1 alts. You were not allowed to create any alts on this server during the AQ40 gate openings. You were not allowed because people were just crashing it. Like, you were the next server to open the gates? Great, I'm going to make an alt there and go check it out. No. So Blizzard didn't anticipate that many people going to one place at a time. You guys thought World of Draenor was bad? The, you know, release crashes, non-stop lag? No. This thing was much worse. Much worse. Let's keep going this way. Let's go to this way, here. Perfect. Space goats. What the god? What the fuck are you guys doing? Stop that! This is... I see, life grips. Life grips even on EU, huh? Even to you guys. Yeah, Medivh, what, Ascent of Medivh was the first server to open it? Or were they the first to kill Ragnos? I can't remember. Yeah, Medivh was one of the first servers to open it for sure, like the old school ones. I was going to get Dallin for the video. Yeah, Shuttle remembers too. Like, things like that where they're, you know, a very first time, everybody wants to get there to see the video. But yeah, everybody wants to see it, experience it. There's no more real world events like that anymore. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of effort. It's a once-only thing. Not everybody gets to experience it. It doesn't make, you know, fiscal sense to spend this much time developing something and then only a few people get to see it. Kill it slowly, guys. Kill it slowly. There we go. Interrupt. Where's my interrupt? Shit. Hey, Grill Bunks, come along. Sure, man. Good times. Good times back then. Viewer rates. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, all these bosses were fun. I loved AQ40. I loved it all. Okay, do I have a mount yet? Okay, guys, I don't have a mount. I'm going to need a mount at some point, because I was just going to roll my fat self around here. Like, pre-workout Towley. Just roll around everywhere. Yeah, just keep boosting me with speed shit. Okay, so, Uro, the worm boss, actually has the title for the longest unkilled boss. The longest time from when it opened to when he was killed. Partly because he wasn't an end boss, partly because he was a lower priority boss, and he was optional too. So think of Tempest, for example. Let's say people just decided not to kill Tempest. They went straight to Impaired because that was the end game boss. They killed Sethune, but they killed Uro right after. I can't remember what it was, but there's one of those things. Remember when Blizzard servers would crash when they would open AQ? Yeah, I know. For Thunder Fury, you crashed the server, word got out, and oops. Flying mounts work? Oh shit, I do have a mount then. One sec. What's my mount button? Steed. I can't... Oh, that's not steed. Where's my steed? There we go. You can't use hearth steeds. Cool. Thanks, guys. Flying mounts work. Battle Guard Sartura. This fight was a lot of fun. There was one strat. For those of you that don't know the strat, I need you to Google this right now. This is totally work safe. I need you to Google this. Google Battle Guard Sartura YTMND. Okay, one sec. Don't pull. Wait. Don't. Stop. Please. No deeps. No deeps. Oh god, it was too late. Anyway, it's fine, guys. It's totally fine. What she does, and what her little minion bitches do, these roll guards, is they do a massive whirl, like they just roll around like this. Blade storming, like a flying friggin' Galvan blade storm toward anything that's in their path. They will annihilate you. It's Panzermonium, but a flying Panzermonium. It's okay, it's fine, guys, no worries. So there was one strat that every guild used for that. Move, bitch, get out the way. It's a little loud. Fair warning, it is a little loud. You are guaranteed red bug and rash after twins. Sounds good. That's fine. Yeah, so that was a strat. Move, bitch, get out the way. Just get out of the way. Like, shit's coming towards you. Just move out of the way. Yeah, sorry, guys, a little loud. She was nuts. She was nuts. Blessing protections, ice blocks, everything. Yeah, YTMND was the original meme sites back then. The original ones. Originals. And, of course, many guilds hated me. They thought, like a lot of, players, they thought that I was this tyrannical asshole Hitler raid leader. They would draw pictures of me, like my character with like mustaches and Hitler mustaches. They didn't understand, right? They didn't understand what it was to be in a top competitive guild and have a lot demanded from people. What is the AoE ability here? Spinning crane kick. I can do this. Spinning crane kick away. There we go. So, I mean, they had troll sites of me and whatever. Shit doesn't bother me. So, Vanquish here. Vanquish is actually one of my favorite bosses. What a unique model. How many models like this? Very few, right? Really simple fight, though. Ads would come, just, kill the ads, obviously. And drop stuff. Ancient Kiraji Ripper. Look at these awesome daggers. Like, look at them. They're awesome. Don't forget the Shade of Ranchets. Exactly to that, I can't see ever being an evil leader. Well, people didn't know, though. We were very... So the thing is, now we're much more of a public guild. We were a very private guild back then. We wouldn't talk in general chat. Like, we wouldn't talk in trade chat. We wouldn't dare, go on the Realm forums because they were a cesspool. Think of Realm forums being like Noxic forums. That's how intelligent they were back then. Super, super intelligent. So, nobody from my guild dared use them. It was just tons of stupid people. Ignorance, right? So we didn't deal ourselves with drama or other guilds. We just kept to ourselves, a cloistered group of, little guildies, nice little tight-knit family. That's what we were. So people had no idea, what our guild was like. They just assumed random shit, and we never argued with them. So we're gonna do the Frost Boss. We can. Did I miss the Frost Boss? Viscidus? Yeah, we skipped Viscidus. We haven't mentioned the Frost. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's go back for Viscidus. Yeah, sorry, I totally forgot about Viscidus, guys. Sorry about that. Let's go back. Viscidus was actually easier for the Horde. Now, it's really stupid at bosses like this, Viscidus. We killed this eventually, like, well after, like, one of the last... Because Alliance, we had cleanses, right? But you Horde people, you had poison cleansing totems. Your entire group got to be cleansed at once. Just bring 8 shamans. Great, you're done. Easy. Super easy fight. Bring mages. Like, it wasn't even DPS check. It was garbage. But us on Alliance side, we had a much harder time to deal with the cleanses. You have to bring tons and tons of paladins in order to deal with it. And of course, with this boss, you have to, you know, DPS him hard enough to... Shit. I'm drunk. Yeah, just no. No, give it a lick. Stop. What the fuck is going on here? Are you guys all drunk? Okay, let's get up here. So you have to freeze the boss, and once you got him cold enough, you would shatter him into lots of little pieces and break his little pieces apart. Similar to Immersius. Similar to him. Yeah, Paladins and Druids, yeah, just to dispel the crap out of them. Do you have any Holy Paladin guides or tips on your site? We have a ton of resources. Go, resources here. Go right there. For lots of resources. Yeah, my Ashman memo doesn't work. I don't know why. There. And now he's going to get frozen. You see I'm at 1%, right? But he has to get frozen. More Frostbolts! More Frostbolts, guys. I'm going to jab. Icy jabs. There we go. He's getting frozen. Then he breaks apart. And he splits into little pieces, and then you go pick up those little pieces. Cool. Gloves. Oops. Shit. Accident there. That was an accident. I wonder if my video... One second. Let me check my... I'm going to try to find one of my videos here on my computer. Twin amps. Shit. Where is this? I don't know if I have a working copy of this video. I thought I did. Twin amps. None. I just want to show you one of the old videos of us killing twin amps. What a fun boss that was. Twin amps, I swear to God. Basically, there's these little bugs on the ground, and they will not touch you unless you touch them. But when you touch one of them, their friends come and join you, or join them. So, just don't touch the bugs. Like, don't accidentally cast your whirlwind. Like, you guys think it's simple, right? Like, okay, just don't hit my whirlwind. Done. Okay, easy. Back then, I had to confirm with every single person that could AoE. The consecrates. Get your consecrates off your bar, you dumb bastards. Bladestorm, whirl... No! Just get rid of all your whirlwinds and stuff. Just stop. I had to make sure they were off their bars. And after they were off their bars, they would still continue whirlwinding. Like, they would type it out, /cast whirlwind. Just to annoy the crap out of me. God. So we can see loot? Yeah, sure, I'll move it here. Let me move the anniversary banner for you guys. Let's move it there. Here, I'll move it right here. There's the anniversary banner. You guys can see loot now. There. We had a bug squad on tips. Yeah, so we did. We had a bugged squad. You know, mages to stop them. You could CC them. Because some of these bugs, they do get enraged. You can kill them one at a time. But just for the love of God, don't whirlwind. Please don't. Now this boss. This stupid Princess Who Ran Bitch, where you need nature resist gear. You guys have, you think you have really bad cooldowns. Now you have to wait for cooldowns between attempts sometimes, right? Mythic guilds, you guys remember this? You have to wait, let's say we gotta wait 30 seconds on DPS cooldowns. Okay, we gotta wait 30 seconds. A minute, on cooldowns. Oh man, we gotta wait a whole minute on cooldowns. That sucks. Back in my day, you had to wait 30 minutes on shield wall. Because without a shield wall, you would not be able to kill bosses like this. 30 minutes between attempts. You guys had it so easy back in vanilla. Yeah, whatever. And these things. Now, these are awesome. These Anubis Guardians, or Defenders. They would have really cool combination. They would spawn meteors and give you the plague. The plague would spread to other people. They would spawn little ads. Like, they would have 2 or 3 different abilities, and it was random which ability they had. But you could have reset the abilities or choose a different one based off which abilities it was if you had a Hunter Feign Death them. We're going to go in here, and hopefully we'll see the eyeball really quick. Yeah, 5 minutes. Oh, I almost made it. There's the big eyeball. There's Emperor Veclor and Emperor Vecnalash. You had one warrior tank on this side by the blue... Well, I don't have a blue marker here. You had one warrior tank on the blue marker, and you had a warlock tank on the green marker, right there. And basically what would happen was they would teleport. So what you would do was you'd have another tank waiting here. The sword dude can only be tanked by a warrior, and the caster dude can only be tanked by a caster. But they would teleport and run back to their spots. So you'd have to pick up threat, and well, they would have... Whoever was the closest person to that teleport would have highest initial threat. So if you're a warrior, like let's say there's the warlock's right here casting and tanking, I have to stand right here, because when he teleports, I go in here and pick him up to make sure I get it in time. I might have a video somewhere. I'll try to look at the video for you in a second. So Seer is even more old because Seer remembers the harder days of MMOs. I mean, you'd have long attempts, but here in the game, right, you guys have water, right? Water, food, whatever to regen. Back in our day, back in EverQuest, we had to open a spell book. Now, a spell book's not bad, right? Think of a spell book. Think of this is your spell book. In order to regenerate mana, you have to look at your spell book. That makes sense, right? You're meditating. You don't get to see your screen. You just meditate. You have to wait there for minutes until your mana restores. You don't see anything. You want to talk to your friends? Can't. Sorry. Okay, look at your spell book. Is mana full yet? No? Okay, you can play around with a couple spells. You have 8 spells maximum in EverQuest. Just meditate, right? Meditate, get some mana back. Sit down to fast to regen. God. Oh, those times. Okay, we're going to go to where? Uro next? Oh, wait, guys, wait. Oh my god, you dumb bastards. You freaking... Listen, I know you guys are excited that Sparty's friggin' raiding with you. God, I'm trying to tell stories here. Yeah, you jerks. So, story number 2 about Ryo. We are working on Sethune, which means basically you go from here, and you go up here, take a right. For some reason, Ryo, our intelligent little warrior, decides to go left. He goes this way. And, on our way back to Sethune, we hear, "Hey guys, cool rocks!" Because for those of you that know here, these little rocks are rumbling. So what does Ryo do? He runs over here. And we're like, what? What cool rock? What the hell is this kid talking about? Oh, he didn't. No, he's not that dumb. Then suddenly everybody's thrust in combat, getting summoned to Uro's room. Yeah, Uro's Skin of the Great Sandworm, for those of you that are Dune fans, Frank Herbert fans. Yeah, our little off-tank decided to find and had no idea what Uro was after we had, done multiple pulls on the boss. He discovered what those cool rocks were as he wiped us. And of course, the run back from Twin Emps was long. Like, you had to walk uphill, crawl in the snow 50 miles just to get this food. God, people are so dumb. So dumb. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine, Conrad. Totally fine. Can't keep them in their pants. I know they're just splooging everywhere. Sparty's here. Splooge. So, now Sethune. Sethune, this was a bitch boss. Like, very simple mechanics. Spread out, right? Just spread out, guys. I know for some people it's really hard to spread out because they love, holding hands and spreading their cooties. Just spread out, because the beam can still kill you right now. For every person that it jumps to, the damage multiplies. You could do more and more damage. If you're all stacked together, you will die. Look at this terrible run back. Terrible run back. Still, like, this is just mounted. You have to run between attempts. You're like, well, at least you had bio breaks in between, right? On the run backs. That was the one solace. So, I guess we're already halfway through Sethune. What the shit, people? What the shit? I wanted a big giant eyeball, but clearly we can't have fun. Anyway, this is phase 2 of Sethune. That was phase 2 of Sethune. This big green laser shoots around and it multiplies damage. It also had a really cool weapon, the Dark Edge of Insanity. Death Sting. It's another cool weapon. Yeah, good times. Now, there was a guild by the name of... Start with an O. Trying to remember their name. What's the guild's name? Onslaught? Not Juggernaut. Something with an O, I'm pretty sure. And basically, they got banned, like straight up banned, because they modify textures in-game. You guys see this wall right here? Here leads to the entrance. It makes it super easy to get back down here, right? Like, what's the whole point of this, right? Like, Blizz, why did you make this? There's just a stair to leading to nothing. Thanks, Blizz. So they modified the texture, turned it into a tree or something so they could bypass it. They had AQ40 on farm, but they're like, you know what? We really don't want to farm all these bosses. We just want to get this doing. Oblivion. Was it Oblivion? No, it was not. It was not overrated either. It was some other guild. Can't remember. But yeah, they got banned because they changed this wall into like a tree or into nothing, and they just bypassed it. They went down here like, hey, time to kill Sethune. And that's it. Was it overrated? Was it overrated? I can't remember what it was. It started with an O for sure, though. What about the mallets? You have to finish all the raid to get them back then? Or wide run all the way back after wipe? Well, there was 40 people in your raid, Valken, and you had a mount drop some of the time. Like, not everybody had a mount. Some people got mounts, some people got nothing. Was it overrated? Okay, maybe it was overrated. Anyway, they were one of the first guilds banned. The first one, of course, was Conquest. Before Conquest, you never had strats. Guilds were so private back then that they never shared anything. Like, you got nothing shared at all. Okay, let's do Horde side next. Horde next. Okay, I'm gonna... Shit, I don't even remember my... Can I /cast Hearthstone? There we go, I'm in Hearthstone. So Horde side next year, we'll do another giveaway for you guys of some sort. I don't know, of some sort. Overrated response to band. Oh, there we go. Thank you. That's what it was. Overrated. There's the story. Exactly. November 6th, 2000, whatever. Yeah, that is the exact story right there. Yeah, poor WoW Insider no more. For those of you that were big WoW Insider fans, they're done. WoW Insider is no more. Good times, though. Good times with WoW Insider. Yeah, Cletus. Clever use of game mechanics. Yeah, the clever use of game mechanics. A lot of guilds like that were the giant, you know, like the asshole guilds that just cheated on everything in every quest. Sorry for a lack of brains. It's totally fine, Hellgorge. I know it's late for people. Okay, we're gonna log on Horde side next. Thank you, EU Alliance guys. I know you guys got really excited there. Who didn't do that? Who didn't do what? Like cheat? My guild never cheated. We're not a bunch of cheaters. It was a raid on Black Dragonfly. That's Mimi. That trash is overrated. Ah, yes. I know, we're all going to miss WoW Insider. Good times. Okay, EU Horde side is next. I know it's late for you guys. Let's do, what? Sunwell and Karazhan to finish it off? Let's do Sunwell first. Yeah, Thoughtbot. Good times. Okay. I always Thoughtbot. Yes, we did, but so would anyone if Sithun was on farm. They wanted to get to Nax ASAP. I don't know. Please tell the BC World Dragon bosses. I will. Just wait, guys. I have, yeah, everyone's staying up here. Let's do Sunwell, and maybe if we have time, we'll do Karazhan as well. So this is Horde side. Horde side EU. I know it's super late. There's Renchi, there's Andy. We'll see. Either Sunwell or... Like, if we have too many people, we'll do Sunwell. If we have just enough people, we'll do Karazhan. Just depends. Oh, I think we're going to have to do Sunwell. That's totally okay. Now I'll show you guys the... share with you guys the Green Dragon story afterwards. I'll show you to go back in time with stories with my DJs. Like, there's so many AQ40 stories. And Green Dragon stories. I've got so much to share. Okay, we're going to do Sunwell then. Sunwell for story time. I still have to do, like, Black Temple. Oh, man. Okay. How do we do that? Krillpung. Sure. We'll do Sunwell then. So Sparty 1780 is the battle tag. Sunwell is where we're going. Because we can't go to Karazhan. Thanks for the raid, sir. I'm not much active in your stream, but you're awesome. I am sub, and I mostly just watch your VODs because it's pretty late during the watch. So thanks, Saliba. I know you're one of my subs because I've seen your name before. I don't know how many people watch my VODs, but part of the reason that I don't stream music anymore is for you guys. Thanks there, Lester. Happy anniversary. Have a nice bottle of scotch on me. That's going to be the nicest bottle of scotch. That would be... Lester, that's super nice of you. That's overwhelmingly nice. Lester, huge support. Thanks a ton. I got to get started on the scotch very soon after I'm done this coffee, because this coffee is getting me going to tell you guys stories. So thanks a ton, Lester. Cheers to you, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Sorry, I was saying, Saliba. Saliba, I leave my VODs and I don't play music for you guys, so my VODs are no longer muted. So, yeah. Okay, looks like we're doing... Holy crap, there's a lot of Horde people. Holy crap, we're doing Sunwell. Maybe we'll do a bunch of Horde runs. And we'll save Kara's into something else. Dust Roll. Lion in the Sun. Lion, yeah. Lion, don't you play Paladin anymore? Shatrath. Yeah, just get everybody summoned. And I'll tell you guys more stories. More and more. Bless you, Lester. Spotty rolled gold. Okay, is it cheap? No, we're going to buy some, like, proper... We're going to buy a scotch older than most of you. Like a 21-year-old bottle of Macallan. Right? In a nice leather-bound case. That'd be delicious. Thanks to Lester. Okay, so we're going to go to Sunwell. I'll tell you guys Sunwell stories. What a good time and bad time we had in Sunwell. I'll share some very personal stories about Sunwell. Burning Crusade was one of the low points. I mean, we had a low point in AQ40. There's tons of little stories. I got to write this all down someday into the memoirs of DJs. Yeah, keep whispering for invites, guys. So, question I get here sometimes is, Sparty, has the guild ever been close to falling apart? It has. A number of times. You know, a lot of guilds go through it where they're very close to falling apart. I'm going to share one story with you guys, and this is another guild story. And I'm sure a bunch of you guys have experienced this as well. Now, there's a guild, and they run an EPGP system. Okay? They run an EPGP system, and basically... Oh, I guess I don't have a lot of room here still. One of the ways to get points in the guild is to send gold to the guildmaster, which then puts it in the bank and uses it for final repairs and whatever, and you get points for that, right? So it turns out that, you know, years or however long this guild's been around, of people giving the guildmaster money, or gold, right? It never actually made its way to the guild bank. It just sort of stood on the guildmaster the entire time. And that gold was being used to fund his game time. Not me, this is not like a not me thing. That's a huge integrity issue, not so great. That's one of those, like, crippling, that hurts. You need to have a lot more integrity than that. Like, I would never steal a single copper. I'm sure my guild owes me thousands of gold for the things I just don't reimburse myself on. But yeah, like, I just know. Just know. Guilds fall apart in Sunwell and they fit so well. Yeah, many guilds fell apart here during pre-nerf Sunwell. So, Sunwell. So we lost people during AQ40. Right as Nax was coming out, they were like server transfer just initially open, and like, hey, let's server transfer to a better server. You know, lag sucks on Storm Rage. I'm like, no, we're on Storm Rage here. We're gonna stay here forever. They were really unhappy with there. They actually went to Risen on Illyria, the guild that my guild sort of sabotaged accidentally. Yeah, that was how they got it. They paid us back. They stole one of my main tanks. And one of my main tanks, okay, so one of my main tanks got banned for some reason or another. So, because he was a multi-boxer. So he got banned, like straight up banned, one of my best tanks. Great guy too. So I bought one of my old officers, so one of my old main tanks, he quit. I bought his account off him, gave it to one of my other players, so he could tank, because it was better for the guild. I had to do it. This main tank now decided to run off with, you know, a bunch of other my players. Shadow Priest, Rogue, Mage, a bunch of these guys. You've seen them on stream here a couple times. I remember them. So they quit. Went off to Risen. That hurt the guild tremendously, losing some of your best players. It crippled the guild for a long time, and it was like, do I just call it now? Maybe? Can I just quit? Yeah, we'll summon everybody else down here, guys. 1 second, map. Are we summoning people? No? We have no warlock. Okay, 1 sec. Who else needs summons? Summoning. 1 sec. Is somebody summoning here? 1 sec, guys. Just make sure there. Is anybody outside? What the hell? Are we missing more people? Just make sure everybody's here before we get going. Ish. Okay. So, yeah, we had some low points in the guild, too. We had people leave. Almost at Shadow. Okay, that's fine. Just, guys, don't pull boss. Wait till everybody's here. Yeah, and you can get the last spot here, Plague Bloom. One of the last spots. So when people leave, it sucked. It hurt the guild. You know, it's one of the parts where, like, should I leave the guild now? Well, if I quit right now, the guild's going to fall apart. I've had this guild for a year. 1 whole year. I've built it. I put in so much time and effort. Do I stop now? I wanted to quit the game so badly. I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get my guild back on its feet. And after then, I'm going to just quit the guild. I'll be done with this damn game. 2006, right? Here I am, playing a game in 2015. Yeah, those guys hurt us. That hurt a lot. But we recovered. You know, I put in a lot of time, effort, long hours recruiting, talking to people, making sure they were in the right spot. And, yeah, it worked. Sun mote farming, yeah, sun mote farming for sure was another good one. Yeah, so we had some really rough times. Now, during Sunwell pre-nerf Muru, it was also another hard time for the guild. We had Black Temple, which we did. That was really rough in the guild because we only had like a skeleton crew of players. And one of my little archives, let me try to find it again here. God damn it, where is it? Death Jesters archive. Let me find a picture for you guys. This is my old archive of news. AQ40, Black Temple somewhere here. Flying V-Strat. Okay. The Skeleton Crew. October 31st, 2007, we cleared Black Temple. There's a Sulfurus and Anathemia, you know, I think there's Maiev and there's somebody else here. Can't remember who it was. We ran like basically 25 people on the roster. If one person couldn't show up, we couldn't raid. So we pulled it through just barely. During Sunwell, very similar time. Like we have, you know, just enough people. We have, I can tell you the Warglaive story too. But basically, a bunch of people left the guild, you know, including our Warglaives. I guess spoiler alert to the next story. And it sucked. You know, it hurt the guild pretty badly. And at the same time, like I was dealing with a lot of stuff in real life. What's his face here? Grizzlex, then we'll get going. So we were dealing with a lot of stuff back then. I had this nice guitar. So I sold my EverQuest account years ago. Got a nice, nice axe. It was an ESP K500 Kelly Hayes model. Nice guitar I've ever played. I loved it. I loved this guitar to death. But basically what happened was my house was broken into. My shit was stolen. Like I was robbed. And, they stole money, my parents, like mom's jewelry, wedding bands, all that stuff. And, of course, my guitar in one of my leather jackets. Yeah, eat food buff. Sure, you can come along. Last spot for you, buddy. Go for it. And that was really rough. That was a hard time. Because the hardest part was I was in the house when they were robbing us. It was a tough time. At the same time, I was dealing with a lot of health issues. I was diagnosed with skin cancer because, outdoor lifeguard, all that stuff. And I'm like, my entire world's falling apart. My guild's falling apart. My health is shit. They stole my guitar. Like, what am I supposed to do? I was 20 years old, 19 years old, in tears. We're going to start pulling. Let's go. I had no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do. So... And the hardest thing and the biggest regret I have of that time was I didn't really tell anybody. I never told my parents. I never told my family about any of this. Well, I mean, they knew about the whole break-in because their shit was stolen. But none of my health issues. And that's the biggest regret because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to burden anybody. I don't want to burden anybody and tell anybody else about what I'm going through. It's fine. I can deal with it on my own. Big mistake. And this is sort of advice to you guys here. If you're dealing with health issues, if you got, it's depression, doesn't matter. Just tell someone, tell friends, tell me, share with me. That is okay. I will be your friend too. And I've heard a lot of stories about you guys, from you guys about that kind of stuff. But we all deal with it. It's tough, I know, but we all get through it. End of the day, we all get through it, and I did. I never shared it with my guild either. The first time I shared it was last year on stream, but my guild never really knew. But it was a tough time. People knew I was like short-tempered. It was tough. It was a tough time, but we got through it. So that was another time that the guild nearly fell apart at that time. How did your parents not know? What do you mean, how did they not know? I kept a secret very, very well. So, can you please link that link with all the old posts? Sure. Let me find it here. There's the archive. There's the archive. Well, obviously, you know, I said I'm going, you know, out with friends, going to a doctor's appointment, or dealing with whatever. So, like, it wasn't like a super aggressive cancer. It was just, yeah. Anyway, I know everyone has health issues. I have scoliosis still. I know a bunch of you guys have scoliosis, and, you know, my back isn't always in pain. Like, still, though, I climbed a mountain. I've played hockey through it, but because you got to love what you do. At the end of the day, love what you do and find a way to get paid for it, right? Like, I love to teach. I do what I do here because I love doing it. You know, it's more than just a hobby. It's a passion of mine, streaming for you guys and sharing these stories and imparting, you know, guild knowledge and mistakes that I've made onto you guys. So, moving on to Sunwell. Now, this Brutalis boss, this boss was a bitch. Kalekos was really cool. There's so much lore in this place. I loved it. Malagos, your girlfriend. No, Malagos, no. Brutalis was Patrick 2.0, essentially. Like, we have a lot of Patrick bosses right now. Yeah. Sorry, the fields are still here. We walked a million miles up BlizzCon, right? Fuck. Yeah. God, I hated... Those conventions are so much walking. I hated it. Just push me in a cart, Laura. Next time you push me around. Yeah, that's what happens. I know. I understand. I know. Shit happens. To the nicest people, right? Right, Subsite? Where are bear tanks? Bear tanks aren't in the best spot. They're probably in the worst tank spot right now. But is it doable? For sure. How did Deez get through next 40? It was a bitch, but somehow we made it work. Somehow. What the hell is this? This is awesome! Look at me, I'm the Lich King. What an awesome costume. I like this. Now give me this mount, and I'll be happy. Just give me this mount. Stop moving. I want to take your mount. I'm Lich King. That is awesome. What is that item? No, I don't need a fucking turkey. Why would you do that? I don't want to be a turkey. Damn it. God. Alright. Just give me a Lich King costume from Halloween End. How did I not know this Lich King costume? Can I still get one or no? Can I have one now? Yes! Who is this? It was a Swap Blaster. From Hunteric. Okay, Hunteric, perfect. Okay, I will be the Lich King today. Stop throwing your balls at me. I don't want your balls, guys. I don't want your balls. This is the most coolest thing ever. Like, can I... This is awesome. All I need is my Ashbringer, and that'd be perfect. Okay, somebody on a line said next time, give me an whatever costume. Because this is really cool. What if I mount up? Can I mount? I guess I can't mount up here. It's a different mount. How come you guys can mount? I'm trying to tell stories here. Anyway, I tanked Felmist. That was one of the encounters I tanked. I tanked Pre-Nerf Muru. Now, Muru destroyed a lot of guilds. Of course, I mean... I'm so short on time right now, otherwise I would show you all these bosses old school runs, and make you reenact the strats as I have in the past. I'd show people the ledge strat on Twins here, Twin Eridars, or I would show you stuff with how Pre-Nerf Muru was, or how Kill Jaden was. But Twins was a reaction timer fight. Like, you had to move quick. If you got Conflag, you moved. I'll show you guys where the ledge was once I get there. Replacing the Lich King costume with a turkey, you people just not quite in the right in the head. Oh man, oh man. Lich King costume was added last year, should be back for this year. But that's like 7 months away! Oh my god, can you guys relax on EU? I know, Sparta doesn't play enough EU, just relax yourselves for 1 second. I'm going to show them the ledge strat. Okay, so the ledge is right here. Basically, you get up on the ledge here like this, and you would all get it right in the corner here. And now your entire melee were down here with your tanks. You're ranged right up here with your healers. we could heal the entire raid, as you can see here, but the conflag would only target a range, generally. So if conflag was on you, you run over here. You just get over here. If you were slow, as were people that were, on really high MS, or people that were, 90-year-old grandmas, they were slow. And they're like, oh, is conflag on me? Okay. Keyboard turn. Walk, walk, walk. Walk, walk, walk. And they, of course, blow up the entire raid. And then you have to get back on the ledge. But to get back on the ledge, you might sort of accidentally, oh shit, and then you die, because now you're in the melee spot where all the fire is, and you die. So that was basically the entirety of Twins. It was just a turn and burn fight. It was fun, though. Now, pre-nerf Muru. It was a fight that required perfection. Perfection from your raid. You required so much DPS, but in order to have that much DPS, you needed to just generate that much threat. Your tanks had to be on point, generating threat. You had to ride the tank's ass on threat and play perfectly. Just mash off your buttons, CC things. Oh, I can't remember if we CC'd stuff. Just hard DPS. Now, for Muru, you could play perfectly. You could have the best attempt of your life, and then RNG would screw you over. Basically, there was no such thing as hit cap back in Burning Crusade. If you guys remember hit cap from Cataclysm, Wrath, whatever, there was no hit cap in Burning Crusade. You could hit 99% hit cap. Now, what the priests do here is there's a bunch of skulls that spawn. Let's show them this encounter. No DPS, please. Okay. So basically on this fight, there's stuff that spawns. You guys can kill the ads or whatever. There's a big Void Lord that spawns. Dwarfster, you guys see him? Like in my Alliance guild, he tanked that. I tanked the little dudes as my protection paladin. Then we had two more tanks, one on each side here. And, of course, you'd have these little skulls that spawn. Now, these skulls that spawn, and we have Pokachiki and Phaler. You guys, okay, here's your job, guys. I need you guys to mass dispel these skulls. If these skulls are not mass dispelled right away, they blow up the raid. Okay, you got your mass dispel done perfectly. Now, there's like 7 of them that spawn. For each one that spawns, you had a 1% chance to fail your mass dispel. If the mass dispel failed, you wiped. So you have the best of your life, but you would wipe. Because of friggin' RNG. Okay. Well, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. We're now in Phase 2 Muru. I can't show them shit. Where did he go? What just happened? Did he... What? What? This shit just happened. Did Dunamis attack the boss and Hearth out? What just happened? You can bug out. Bueller? Oh, here we go. He's back. Goodbye. Okay. So, yeah, here goes Phase 1. It's a lot of damage going here. We're going to show you guys a bit of the encounter. So, here come the ads. Now, these ads, kill them. Kill the ads so hard. Yeah, I know we have 12-year-olds in the EU, I know. That's fine. So, kill these ads really hard here. There's ads on both sides. Don't kill the boss yet, guys. I want to show them these skulls. I want to show them how to mass spell these skulls. There we go. Just wait for the skulls. Now, there's the big thing that spawns. You'd have to look around. Okay, he's going to spawn where? Watch for where he's spawning. Okay, he spawns right here. And then for when he dies, I think a bunch of little ads spawn as well. There we go. And then I'd pick up these little Void Lords. Then we'd AoE them down. This was one of those bosses where Paladins were not that good. Paladins were just crap. So most of our Paladins, we had a great Paladin by J-Ro. We had, I don't know, a shit ton of Paladins. Your entire job was to log in, buff the raid, Might, Salvation, Sanctuary, King's, Wisdom, then you would log out. That's it. That's what you did for weeks. Imagine, guys, your raiding experience was that. Because we need to min-max the composition for this boss fight, we had to have just every buff. So you would log in, because we had no spot for you, we'd, one person would log out. Like myself, I would log out. The other paladin would log in, buff the raid, then log off. That's it. That was how you raided for all of Muru progression. It's a lot of fun, right? You just listen to Vent and doing nothing. There were no streams back then. It sucked. Sparty, we told you to kill the boss fast. It will bug out and lock in the room. Well, that's fine. We just... Whoever this Dunamis guy is... His dick is the size of a peanut. I don't know. Holy Paladins were decent. We had one Holy Paladin, but you needed Priest, right? We had Disc or Holy Priest or something. I can't remember. And you gotta go. That's fine. No worries. Thanks, Fags, for coming. Thanks a lot. This boss here, Kill Jaden. Really cool lore boss. We need more really cool ones like this. This is a Sunwell! We need lore! Give us lore, build up that lore. But why won't expansions be as cool as they were in Burning Crusade? Because those of us that played games like Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, we finally got to be in these games. There he is, Kill Jaden, climbing out. The Deceiver. There he is. What a cool encounter, him climbing out of the Sunwell. What an amazing model. They don't make shit like this anymore. I wish they did. Like, that is a fantastic friggin' model. I love it. A little orbs you have to kill as a ranged DPS. Let's go kill that orb. Hey! It's Thoradal. Again, it drops for everybody. Hopefully Hunter wants it. Hopefully. I guess everybody wants it. I'm gonna need on it, too. I'll give it Hunterific or something. Yeah, that Thoradal drops. How about that, guys? How about that? Legendary. Anyway, Sun was a great instance. High points, low points, great lore. You know, great RP. I miss it. We won't have a cool boss like that because there was so much build-up in the prior games before World of Warcraft. So, congrats. Who got it? I don't know who's going to get it. Let me see here. That's right, we cleans the Sunwell here. So we have a bunch of these guys to roll. Roll! Roll, people! So I should play more EU, because you guys get the good luck. Freaking good, though. Yeah, it's caps lock, sorry. We just don't want somebody spamming all in caps. Beast action, nothing against you, it's just the, nothing there. Rag 2.0 models for Pop Kill Jaden. Like, I miss these. I miss these because of how cool they were, and how unique they were. And how well, you know, the items were designed, and how well the bosses were designed here. But it was a really cool encounter as well. Okay, let's do another EU run here. One more EU raid before we switch back to US Horde next. How about we do Black Temple? Black Temple is next. Potential for Khajiit to be back on World Draenor with other demons. After all, Archimonde isn't dead in the alternate Draenor. This is true. This is very, very true. He is not dead in the alternate Draenor. Yeah. So potentially he will be around. Fucking turkeys. I swear to God, who was this? Deanne. See, I can tell this was you, Deanne. Because my buff thing shows me. Karazhan. We have 2 people for Karazhan, guys. We're going to do Black Temple. Black Temple we go. Does someone... How do we get to Black Temple? Shit. I guess I can Hearth, right? Garrison. I have a Garrison? Summer's Rest. Attack Lich King. No, we're going to go do Black Temple next. Let's go. Again, if you guys want a spot here, you can come along. What? Stop swap blasting me, you dickholes. Stop that shit. My. You, Lich King, you! Who are you? Ranchi, you son of a bitch. Let me try to hearth out of here. Yeah, no mages. So we're going to have to go to Shatrath, guys. This will be the last EU raid. I'm going to do a couple more giveaways for the EU, guys. Sure, come along, Andrew. Come along. Oh, you're on Alliance? We're doing a Horde run right now, Andrew. Goddamn bastard. Serpent Shrine was next, specifically Lurker Below and Vash. Oh, God. Like, I have stories for every single boss here. Every single boss. I'll do Karazhan tonight as well, guys. Hey, don't worry, I'll do them all. But Karazhan was great. We're going to do Black Temple to finish off the EU Hordes. Just whisper me for an invite. You're more than welcome to come along. Otherwise, just drop group, guys. Let's go... Where's the portal? Portal's right. Okay, you'll be here watching. I just did an EU Alliance one, but I'll do more stuff, no worries. Maybe just with my EU guys, I'll do story runs. And with my US guys, I can do more, like, proper raid runs. I like that plan. No worries, box, no worries. Shatrath, here we go. Tempest Keep. Well, we'll go back and forth through a bunch of them. So we had a bunch of cool stories in Sunwell. It was a hard encounter. It was a good time, though. Great lore. Like, I love the storylines. You feel much more attached to a game, to the characters, to the story, once you love the story and you understand it. But, and this is the part where I disagree with Blizzard, a lot of the story, a lot of the lore is now in the books. I don't know what's going on. I don't know Garrosh's motivations. It's in the books. Sparty, buy them. Come on. Just tell me in-game. Show me in-game through in-game cutscenes or something. Give me a book to read in-game. Don't force me to read those Robert Jordan novels or whatever they are. Or you don't want to. Jasper Boy! Are you coming, Jasper Boy? No, maybe? Yeah, we're going to fly down to Black Temple next. That's long ago. Good times, though. I have a lot of love for Serpentine Cavern. Looked pretty cool. I can do Serpentine tonight as well. I have some really cool stories. But I will tell you some Black Temple stories. Or a couple of Black Temple things from back in the day. With Black Temple. I can share with a root leaf story with you guys. Give me one sec here. Thanks, Danny. 10 years. Perfect. Retweets. Thanks a lot for the retweets, guys. Why don't we do another giveaway here? Heading out to Scotch. Oh man, good times. Yeah, I'll send everybody down. Let's do the giveaway for people. This giveaway will be for... What else can I give away? BlizzCon gear. Okay, this would be like... I don't know. I need a keyword, though. Give me an idea for a good keyword, guys. This would be like... I don't know what it is. Honestly, I don't know. I've got like a little Arthas thing. I don't think it's these things. Or maybe it is. I mean, I sent you one of these, didn't I? I can't remember. Where is this in my list of prizes that I'm looking at? Kerrigan Diablo Arthas. Let me see here. Pull up my link. No, that's the wrong one. Diablo Arthas. There's something else. I don't know. I have one of these. I think I'm giving away, or just prizes. There's really cool, epic purple lanyards, BlizzCon magnets, these pop balls, Twitch bottle opener. EU dick should be the keyword. No, I love the EU guys. No. So it's an entire box. Okay, let's do one of these ones. Let's do one of these guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3 is not the keyword either. 10 years. I like that. Velkin, done. That is a great one. Velkin, you win. Not the prize, but keyword. Okay? So the keyword for this one will be... let me see here. It'll be 10 years. Because 10-year anniversary of the guild. Sorry, the guild. Use not a country. Just listen, guys. Just relax. 10 years. 10 years will be the keyword. It'll all be... And let me clear this out. Say it only once, please. I don't know what prizes you'll win here. We can do with, like... lanyards. I have a Archon super bouncy ball to give away with Nova Illidan pop balls. I don't think I have any here, but there's a bunch of shit. I'll just give you stuff. You know what? You guys will win something. How about that? You win something, okay? What the prize is, we just can decide, okay? 1 second. I gotta hit it. 10 years. 1 second. That's Lava Drinker. Keyword is 10 years. There we go. 10 years. There we go. That's a keyword. You don't have to be a sub, but thank you for supporting the stream. Lassic was the last winner. So 10 years is the keyword. What are we going for? I don't know. Just spam it here. I'm going to give away a bunch of things. Midges will decide. I honestly don't care. You'll win something. You'll win something physical, Warcraft. I just don't want to be like, okay, so this giveaway is for a Nova thing. This giveaway is for an Illidan thing. This giveaway is for this. No, just, you know what? You'll get something. Be happy. Midges will be happy to get rid of all this stuff. So, 10 years. Just, you know what? Just done. I also have a bunch of extra large Ashbringer t-shirts, the original Ashbringer ones, if you guys want them. I'll give away those tonight as well, but they're only the XL size. That's it. We have 3 XL Ashbringer t-shirts, if you want them or whatever. I'll give them away to some special people. I haven't decided. So 10 years is the keyword. You'll win some physical Warcraft stuff like a little mini Morgul or an Arthas. I don't know what we have. Like, we have a ton of things. Like, if I look at my I can sort of show you this. There on the right side of my screen there. Oh, shit. There. I can sort of show you, you know, we have a bunch of things to give away, and I don't want to show too much there because that's people addresses, and I don't want to show. But it shows you a bunch of winners. Zeeb, Anzanite, Master Fake, the one stuff as well. So we'll give away a bunch of things. So 10 years with a keyword. So I want to recommend an add-on for you. It's called Mapster. What it is, remove Fog of War. Oh! For the things I haven't seen, right? Can you invite me? Sure, the crow. Let's do the Crip Walk with Supremus. What the hell is a Crip Walk? What the hell is a Crip Walk? Your name's Fatso? That's great. Yeah, come along. Come along, Black Temple. Black Temple. This was another fun tuning raid. So with Black Temple, in order to get to it, so the whole King, this is how the King Crosses work, guys. You had to, and there's a whole big picture of like a spreadsheet flowchart of how it worked. Basically, you killed Nightbane. I think in order to get Nightbane, you have to do a quest to open it up. You killed Nightbane in Karazhan, which opened up stuff for like Gruul's Lair. You had to kill Gruul's Lair stuff. Then you went to Serpent Shrine. You got stuff from Serpent Shrine in order to go to Tempest Keep. You killed Tempest Keep, so Kael'thas, once you killed all those things and the whole quest line, you were able to go to Mount Hyjal. Once you defeated the first, was it Rage Winterchill, the first boss? The first boss of Hyjal, you were then attuned to Black Temple. Once you, well, I guess Sunwell was a whole different thing. Everybody could zone into it. But yeah, so you had to go through this whole long attunement process to go from raid to raid to raid to raid, and that's when it sort of just fell apart, where, you know, people were getting geared up with one guild and just jumping ship to another one, or one guild was keying you up, and then that person left. And all the time and effort that you spent gearing that person up and keying them was all wasted. Have you heard about Hyjal raid? I do have one story. I have one story, Isa. Remind me. I'll tell you the Hyjal raid once we do it tonight. Just remind me, man. Don't let me do it. Sparta, we killed Mythic Kargat. That's awesome. Congrats, Masvid. Congrats. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Congrats. Mythic boss down, man. Fantastic. Okay. Good. We're good? Let's go. Let's start pulling. Onwards, EU Horde. Onwards. You also need to get a quest to get the flask from Tyrande Hyjal, the Levitate one. That wasn't a quest. That was just, you know, go pick up the feathers. And that's the quest I will talk about here. Sub-Scythe. Or the story that I'll talk about. How about doing Argamond? Goddamn Argamond. Goddamn. Okay, I'm going to do one giveaway here. Okay, this is the first one. It's going to go to Hellmaker! Hellmaker, hopefully you're around. I'm going to give you something. I'm just going to write your name down here. Hellmaker, you win something. There. Hellmaker, you won something. It'll be something Warcraft related, or BlizzCon related. There you go. Hellmaker, congrats. Congrats, and thank you for watching and following. You won yourself something. I'll just periodically give away stuff. It's a World of Warcraft war? World War, yeah. My first time in the stream, enjoying the stories about being told. Keep it the raid. Thanks a lot, Ray2, and welcome to our community. It's a really welcoming community. There's no, like, EU versus North American bullshit. You people, I love you all equally. And hate you all equally, you know. Be excellent to each other. As Bill and Ted said, be excellent to each other. So, Ray2 TV, you'll see a lot of hardcore raiding here, a lot of Coach's Corner, a lot of learning, developing players. That's what we do here on stream. And we also joke around quite a bit. Yeah, so make sure you send your mailing address to me. So those of you that are winning stuff, please make sure to PM me your mailing address. If you don't, I'll give away your thing to somebody else. That's it. Simple as that. Hour of Desolation. Achaeus! Is that the right Achaeus? Duquesne? So Achaeus is actually one of my Molten Core raiders. That's how long he's been in the guild. Since Molten Core. Molten friggin' Core. Forever. Forever and ever. And he's still in the guild playing, you know, casually on his alt with his wife. Right? That's what we do. 10 years old, man. 10 years. There's pictures of me 10 years ago. You don't want to see them. I look pretty damn young. And, you know, less wrinkles, less bags under my eyes. Alright, moving on to Supremus. The largest boss in the game, right? Is there any boss larger than this guy? I don't think so. I'm quite sure there aren't. But here we go to Supremus. I'm going to mark myself with a circle for you monkeys. Show pics are right. There's some, like, I don't know. I'll show you them later on. I showed you the old, like, Sparty Raid Leader picture. I'll find one for you guys. I'll show you how I looked. Let me find a picture of myself here. Profile pictures, albums. One sec. Okay, here is a picture of... I look like a genuine EU dude. Here you go, guys. This is old school Sparty. This is me being the typical Warcraft player playing during Sunwell. This was me. This was probably about Sunwell era, you know, around 2006. Look at that badass beard, that long hair. We want it back so badly. That scruffy European look. Oh man, I looked so angry and mean. Good times, friends. Good times. Yeah, that was me 2006. All right, we're going. Let's go. Supremus, kill him. Onwards. I know, beauty. That goatee, guys. It took me like 2 days to grow. 2 days. I'm a bit of a hairy bastard, right? So yeah, I can grow hair like this. By tomorrow, I could have an awesome beard. I'm telling you. It doesn't look a thing like you. Sure it does. You've aged well. Well, thank you. That was your average-looking raider back then? It was, though. He's totally right, though. He's joking around, and I'm not Obi-Wan Kenobi. Barnabas, thanks for subbing. Much appreciated and welcome. I was pretty much evil Sparty, and not Charles Manson, you fuckers. I was not Charles Manson. Supremus was when Blizz realized they should make bosses that big. Yep. Yep, pretty much. Should have a combo was a fun boss. Easy boss. He was bugged in the first week because he's just super easy for some reason. That girdle. You guys got big girdles here. now the ladies, midgets, right? They hate it. So when I grew a beard here for the stream, I don't have the pictures anymore right now. They hated it. Like when I grew a beard from November, and I had a full goatee, then I had the handlebars, then I had just the mustache. Yeah, I didn't like it. Do I have any other old school pictures of me? I'll try to find them. I can't find any old pictures. Okay, here's a picture of me modeling. I mean, this isn't Duck Sauce's stream, but there's a picture of me modeling. And there's a Sparty and the Lifeguard. Bitchin', right? Like, check that out. That's on a stage, right? Story behind that is a cruise ship full of models. I was chaperoning my sister, and they invited, you know, some of the guests to come along and model. So that was my first modeling experience. It was a good time. Hot models, all cruise ship long. Yeah, the Green Dragons will do as well. No worries. I've got some really good Green Dragon stories. Good ones. Very funny. Yeah, no. Handlebar mustaches are weird, but oh man. Yeah, so the ladies, whatever. I got that too. Fabio, is that you? I like to have fun with you guys. You guys are awesome. That pose. It was a modeling pose. Tarina, come on. Like, I can model. My sister's a model and actress and stuff, so, you know, I got it from her. How's the orange joke? A little later. No, a little later. Yeah, we're going to Reliquary and everything. Let's go to Terran Gorefiend. Okay. Terran Gorefiend is that boss where you had some players that you knew they were never going to make it. They were never ever going to kill Terran Gorefiend. Like the ghost, right? So if they got into a ghost, they would never kill their 4 little spirits they're supposed to kill. It was never going to happen. So as soon as that person got teleported, you know, randomly into a ghost, you're like, okay, it's a wipe. Just, you know what? Just don't even bother. You had no confidence in these players. None at all. None at all. Do you have a mail address for fan mail? I don't. People have asked about it. I've had people send me stuff that I've trusted. Here's an example. One of my viewers, his name was Joe Average Gamer, I believe, sent me this cool Ashbringer keychain. Like, it's heavy duty. It's a sharp bronze copper looking thing. Like, it's a really cool Ashbringer, if you can sort of see that. It's really cool. I love this keychain. but I don't really share my dress. Plus, I'm moving in 2 weeks, so. Was I a sock model? I was a hand model and a foot model. Chloe, now go lie down. Now, for some players, there was a Terran Gorfiend simulator, which was actually a little bit more difficult than the actual Terran Gorfiend. But yeah, people suck. People were clickers, right? The people that were clickers were the worst ones to do this. They were the keyboard turning clicker, like they would click thing, then click ability. Click another thing, click ability. Click another thing, click ability. You had to tab target things, Nova them, just spam the crap out of your buttons. People that were clickers, they were never able to do this. Just some people were not cut out for the raiding game, and you know who those players were. Get a P.O. Box or riot. People's socks or some shit. We had this one girl who got the chosen every time, and she did not get over the life of her for the get the most in the game. We ended up sitting her, and we killed her next. We killed her the next attempt. I have a screenshot of her in a group 6. We 24-manned it. Oh, I know. Vampy, thanks for subbing. Vampy, remind me. I have a story about a person named Vampy. Just remind me. Okay, this is a drama story about a girl named Vampy. Just remind me. I'll tell a story. Okay, Terran Gorfiend, here we go. Yeah, we had the same kind of players, but we never sat them. We just didn't have the replacements. I didn't have the heart to do it with like a 24-man raid and underman it. I guess I wasn't a complete dick back then. Not that I am now. Just saying. So thank you for subbing, Vampy. Much appreciated. Hopefully not the same Vampy that I'm going to tell a story about, because that would be really, really awkward. Super awkward. Okay, story about Vampy. As we go clear through Block Temple. This is more of like an in-between story, but I'll do it now because I'm going to forget. So we had a player named Vampy. She was a girl. She was an ex-gymnast. So Vampy, I don't know if this is you, or if you're a girl. She was an ex-gymnast, so super flexible. Pretty decent looking, like a solid 7. That's decent looking, right? She, I don't know, maybe you Americans might appreciate this. She assembled rifles for a living. That was her job. She assembled rifles. She was a gymnast. She played Warcraft. Is that a good combination? I guess. It's not a big turn on for me, but I guess. Anyway, one day I get a message from one of the girls in the guild, and this is a girlfriend of one of my officers. I think I had this around back then. This was in, I'm trying to remember, Wrath or something, BC, somewhere around then. No, it must have been Wrath, because, yeah, it must have been Wrath. The girl in the guild says, hey, this Vampy girl, she's sending pictures of herself naked to my boyfriend. I'm like, what? She is? No. This Vampy? The mage? No. Like, that's really hard. Like, that's a pretty big accusation. That this girl, and that you picture the same girl, is doing that. I'm like, okay, so can you prove it? Like, can you prove that it's her, and it's not some random chick, that you're blaming on this Vampy girl? Just prove it to me. Just show me the picture, right? Like, show me the pictures of that it's her, because I would know. So she does, right? Like, I don't want Talbot's picture. She just sent me a screenshot of the email, which was the same email the girl had applied to, and had applied with, rather, and it was the top, like, above picture of this girl. I'm like, oh, cool, that's proof enough for me. So I swiftly G-kicked her, and that was it. And that was just done. Yeah, like, so how did you find out that? Like, I asked, how did you find out that she's sending pictures? Well, I just, I snooped into my boyfriend's email. I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's a different issue entirely, but let's deal with the issue at hand. So yeah, girls in guilds, are they a bad thing? Not necessarily. It's chicks like that give girls a bad name. And it's the 14-year-old boys that can't keep it in their pants that are causing issues. That's it. Right? That's it. It's for science. Yeah, for science. Did she try to find out why she was kicked? I don't know. But then she hooked up with my best friend, Cylon. Yeah, I see him sometimes here. Yeah. She was an interesting type. He's like, yeah, she was into some freaky shit, and, she liked to use razor blades in bed. I'm like, okay, that's enough for me. I don't need to hear about that. I'm not, I'm a little bit more boring than that. The majority of us are sweet and innocent sometimes. The majority of women in Warcraft are awesome. Like the guys. The majority are awesome. It's a few that give a bad name. Chloe, go lie down. Oh shit, I need to feed the dog, don't I? Oh, I bet you're hungry, aren't you? It's about an hour past your feeding time. Okay, one sec, guys. Go think about naked vampy pictures, and I'll be right back when I feed the dog. Be right back. This is why I was hoping it wasn't the same person, because it would have been very, very awkward. And thanks for subbing, by the way. Welcome to our stream. What is people? Scruff. Schmelt, 16 months in a row. Schmelt, you're one of my original subs. It was like a lapse of a month. But thanks a lot, Schmelt, for resubbing. Long time sub. My guild has no females, long time total sausage fest. No. We're giving Vampy a lot of shit here, right? But isn't that sort of how most relationships start online, you know? By, like, not hitting on married women or married guys or whatever. But, you know, with exchanging pictures and talking and chatting and whatever. I could tell you a story about EverQuest. And when I was 15 dating this 24-year-old, that was a story. That was a good story. I will never tell it again. Sorry, guys. Vampy was a great mage. Was she really? I don't know. When did Driaz join Death Jesters? During Wrath Progression, Heroic Liching Progression, which was 2010. I think we had to look at her app a little while ago. It was like November 2010 because we were doing wedding stuff. And she's like, "So when did we like start dating?" I'm like, it was when you joined the guild, ish, sort of. The Yuka story is forbidden. That's right, it is forbidden. It is forbidden, guys. Yeah, you're not gonna hear the story. Maybe in real life, maybe when I'm super wasted, maybe once a year at most I would ever tell the EverQuest story. It's that bad. Anyway, Kurtak Blood Boil. Okay, he has some really cool abilities, as we've killed him right now. You guys can't see them. One of his abilities is the Blood Boil thing. Basically, he targets 5 people at furthest range, throws a Blood Boil debuff on them. In order to encourage communication between my raiders, I would say, you know, Joe Schmo Raider, you'll be calling the Blood Boils for us. I want you to learn to use your goddamn microphone. You'll be counting them out when your group gets it. And he had this, like, weird voice. Like, I mean, we're all weird, guys. We are all weird, eccentric, whatever. But he was hilarious. This guy was, like, Shaggy, or I guess the Scooby-Doo guy, the guy that smokes pot all the time. He sounded stoned 24/7 whenever he said something on the microphone on Ventrilo for us. So I asked him to count. Just count the blood boils. His name was Sheikh Zula. Sheikh Zula, count the blood boils. And he sounded like he was laughing, so he'd be like, 1 blood boil. 2 blood boil. 3 blood boil. Next group. It cracks me up to this day, because the old school raiders, those of you that raided Brady Crusade with me, you would know this guy. Like, he was a giant pothead, we're pretty sure. Yeah, good times. Help, save me. I'm mind controlled. Stop, guys, stop. I might kill you all. Be careful. Don't kill me. Don't do it. Don't do it. I might kill you. Don't kill me. I'm just gonna bubble and screw you guys. Like, he was so bad. God, that's Sheikh Zula. We had those characters. You know, I mean, we had like 14, 15-year-old kids, or guys, whatever, in the guild, and they were at that point in puberty where their voices were cracking. And, you know, obviously you encourage a lot of communication between your raiders, and people are learning to play Warcraft for the first time in a raid. Chloe, that's enough. No, we're not going to play. And, of course, you know, the tank, you know, his name was Achelos. And whenever Achelos decided to say he's taunting, he'd be like, "Guys, I'm taunting the dragon." Goddamn hilarious. And if you're in puberty now, it's fine. We all get through it, you know. My voice was still cracking for, you know, many, many years. Anyway, good old school stories. Mother Shiraz, the Shadow Resist boss. One of the few bosses in Burning Crusade where actually needed Shadow Resist, and craft cloth, leather, mail, plate Shadow Resist gear. What a bitch of a boss this was. I hated it. Basically, it teleported you and 2 of your friends to one spot. The whole goal was spread out. Stop mooing. Stop mooing for a second. Stop mooing. Stop that. So we just have to spread out. People would die. Like, just spread. Like you have friggin' cooties or some shit. Just spread out, guys. People could not do that. They would just die at the stupid shit. No. It's terrible. My voice still cracks once in a while. I'm 25. Yeah, that's fine. My voice did that too until I was like 25 as well. You know, mid-20s. Spidey Rich with Muppets, apparently. Fuck. Goddamn Muppets, Sesame Street. That mooing. Goddamn that mooing. My bill is online. Thanks. Your Rogers bill. Which story? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Denying us a joy. Fuck people. Now this boss was... God. I had some great players. Like some amazing players. But latency screwed them over. Latency was so bad. Like they were running with 400 MS because they're playing from Australia. And they had scorpions eating their phone lines or something. Or koalas humping... I don't know. Like, they're Australians, right? Lily, you're an Australian. Do you still have scorpions, koalas humping your phone lines? Maybe? No? You guys have, like, better connections now? Running with something better than ADSL? Stop mooing for a second, Chloe. This dog. This dog is too smart. Like, I would love a retarded Labrador or something that just derps around the entire day. She's clever because she will throw shit under the couch and then moo at me like this. And say, please, sir, save the toy for me. I don't know how it got out there. It just got under the couch by itself. It rolled under there. Please, save me. Save it. God damn it. Yeah, they have Australian servers now, right? It's true. That's enough mooing. I'm gonna have to save this toy. Okay, is almost everybody here? We're waiting on Grizzlex. Conrad's almost here. Come, Conrad, come. Derek. Okay. Let's go. When was the last time you told a sister story? Like 2 days ago, Heraclitus. Like 2 days ago. Tally was hosting me. I'm like, I'm going to take this opportunity to... I don't think he was hosting me. I think he just had 1,100 viewers for some night for progression. So during my mid-raid bathroom break, I just told the sister story, and it was a good time. What's the art behind me? That's Driez's art. She is an artist. I'm the brains. She's the artist. She's also the looks. Spider, we're playing on Oceanic servers now, 30 MS. I know, like, it only took 10 years, right? It only took 10 years. Only that long. Illidan, this boss. I tanked this boss. This was a fun boss. This was one of the actual first terrifying boss for me to tank, because he attacked so fast. He was actually one of the most difficult bosses to tank, just because of the stupid flame things and all that other crap. But yeah, I was subbing to tank one day. It was a fun boss. So 5 phases. 5 unique phases that are awesome. And I love the mind control phase and all of it. Lucky my dog throws shit under the couch, then pisses on the couch. Oh man, that's funny, Whiskey Six. That's hilarious. What kind of dog is Chloe? Chloe, do you want to show yourself? Come here. Chloe. Chloe, come here. Come on, ready? Ready, come up here. Up. Good girl. Hey, do a sit. Look up. Good. Can I have your paw? That's a good paw. You're a smart girl, aren't you? You want a Zook Zook? You stay. Chloe, can you stay? Chloe, stay. 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 Stay, Chloe. Stay, Chloe. Can I have your paw again? That's a good paw. Here you go. Good girl. No. Wait. Yeah, num num num. Ready? Ow, it's my finger. Get off. There we go. That is the Moo Dog. That is Chloe's short-headed border collie. Okay. That's a dog. So that's a border collie. As you can see here, that's actually her picture, shrunken down into icon size. Oh, you got Gator now? She's intelligent. She's incredibly smart, but she's so active and super annoying. Like non-stop play, play, play. This is Gator. She has mangled it tremendously. Go. Illidan with Gul'dan's skull. Now this is lore. For those of you that played Warcraft 2 and 3 and the expansions and stuff, this is lore right here. Illidan. Right here. Look at that skull of Gul'dan. Look at that. He just... Gul'dan, you're so dreamy. Let me look into your eyes. Okay. You're so dreamy, Gul'dan. Look at you. It's like an Illidan Gul'dan love story. What is this picture, KS? Oh man! That's old school! Web archive. Oh man, what an old school picture. Yeah, here you see Hanvar, which is a Chaos. Let me zoom in here. Vanisk is my brother that played with me at the time. This is some old school stuff. There's Sparty in his Lightforge set. There's Jasper, one of my original Jaspers. There's Rootleaf. You guys look. Old school Rootleaf here. What dungeon was this? This was, yeah, this was Stratholme, right? Yeah, this is Stratholme here. There's Dandor, the other raid leader. There's one of our warlocks, Hunter. This is old school. I gotta save this. Thanks, man. Save image. Thank you. I think my hard drives with all the other stuff are broken now. Yeah, it's a different Jasper. It's the original Jasper. You're Jasper 2.0. Back when hunters had to buy arrows. Exactly. God, good times. Yeah, I know arrows. That was Undercity. Yeah, it was one that wasn't Nax. So that was one of our very first like old school PvP raids. We actually killed Sylvanas. It's a good time. Do you have any Warglaive drama? Oh my god. Okay, so I'll tell you guys Warglaive drama. This is the Warglaive story right here. We had a great rogue. Okay, we had a great rogue. Oh shit. Can I sec? Let me link this picture again here. Where's this picture? There you go. Okay, yes, thanks. So we had a great rogue by the name of Rootleaf. You see him right here on the left side. We recruited him Upper Black Spire. He seemed like a really cool dude. Our application process was, hey, you want to join the guild? And he said yes. And then he joined our guild. Let's, one sec here. I'll tell you the story after Illidan about Rootleaf. Let's talk about Warglaive drama back in Black Temple. This is a really good story about Rootleaf. I have so many stories about Rootleaf. He was, everybody loved him. He still plays to this day. I met him finally at this BlizzCon. After 10 years of playing with him, I finally got to meet one of my best Warcraft friends. Okay, give me one sec, guys. It'll probably drop? Probably. We've had a drop on EU before. And... yeah, we skipped the demon phase because we had so much DPS. You have one Mayav. Nope, no, not the same. Nice healing thing there. Black bow. Okay, so Warglaive drama. We had a great raid leader. One of the great raid leaders at that time, by the name of Rootleaf here. We recruited him at Upper Blackrock Spire. He led his first raid in Zul'Gurub on beta, I think. We were beta testing a lot of stuff back then. And ZG was awesome. This was a 20-man raid, or 15-man raid, I can't remember what it was. 20-man, I think. Or 15? Whatever. So he raid led, starting from there onwards. He was a great guy, still an officer, just amazing player. Probably just going to follow the stream from bed. By the way, I live in Turkey. Don't know if you can mail the ball, but just send me someone who can easily get it. Whether I learned Holy Paladin from watching your stream. Thank you, and have been a great time. Wish I could sub anyways. That's fine. Dorfin, you're going to get a ball. I will send you my balls. You like my balls, Dorfin. Trust me. You blow them up. You play with them. You'll like it. The Hearthstone ball that I send you. Or Midges will send you. Yeah, no worries. It'll go to Turkey. From those shipping costs. Okay. So back to Rootleaf. Great rogue, like great player. We're going to switch over to US Horde next, guys. US Horde next, because I know it's getting really late. And I'll give away a couple more things after the story. So, Rootleaf, great rogue, great raid leader. He was the good cop. During Sunwell, he was the good cop. One Wolf was the bad cop. One Wolf was the southern raid leader where you'd be like, I can't do a southern accent. Like, he would basically yell in southern, or southern, as you Americans say. It's southern, not southern, as I pronounce it. He'd yell in his accent at people fucking up. I was just the guild leader, not the raid leader at the time. and because I sort of stepped back, and Relief was a good cop. Now, as much as Sparty bitched at you, or you guys see Sparty yelling at Raiders, you know, as much as that was bad, it was so much worse to get the wrath of Rootleaf. Rootleaf was the nicest guy ever. Like a super, super nice dude. I don't know. He's like your dad. But he would very rarely ever get mad. Like super rare. And if he ever did get mad, you'd shut up and listen. Now, the worst thing about him, or not the worst thing, but you never wanted to disappoint him. If you fucked up, Rootleaf would say, guys, I'm disappointed. We can play better than that. And you knew you disappointed your dad, your raid leader Rootleaf. So you had to do better. So, Rootleaf was a raid leader through Sunwell, through Black Temple, through much of Vanilla as well. And eventually, we know who the World Gifts are going to go to, right? So, the one raid that Rootleaf misses, World Gifts drop. Who do we give him to? We give him to, this kid named Dolores, great DPSer, right? And we teached him. So, Chloe, can you just shut up for a second? I have to tell the story. Can you just relax? Go to your crate. Go to your crate, Chloe. Let me tell the story. So, the first Warglaive, because Rootleaf missed it, the one Black Temple raid goes to Aloris. And what happens? Well, that sucks. That sucks a lot for Rootleaf. Weeks down the line, weeks pass. We have both Aloris and Rootleaf in the raid. But guess which Warglaive drops? The other Warglaive drops. Ah, Khan! So what happens? So we're like, Rootleaf, you take this damn thing. You take the Warglaive. The officers are insisting. Rootleaf, you take the damn Warglaive because you deserve it. You've earned it. The guild wants you to have it. What does Rootleaf say? But guys, it's better for the guild if you give it to Aloris. Come on, Rootleaf. Aloris is a little shit kid. Come on. He's a good DPS, but he's a little shit. But guys, you know what? In further progression, it's going to help us. It'll help the guild long term. It'll help us kill bosses. That'll keep morale high. Like, okay, fine, Relief. Eventually, we let him do it. We let him give the other Warglaive to Aloris, and he completed his set. Black Temple, Sunwell comes around. Brutalis. We kill Brutalis and stuff with our Warglaives. It helps out a tremendous amount, right? Because you had that DPS boost from Warglaives. Well, what happens? We're working on pre-nerf more progression, and this little shit Aloris leaves with his friends Ebola Monkeys, Elrich, which one of our priests learned or taught how to use an arms rotation, Damelgon, like 4 really good players, minus Elrich. They left the guild for another higher ranked one. What does Rootleaf say? I mean, our Warglaives are gone now. They're just gone. We have nothing. We have half a Warglaive set that Rootleaf now has. What does Rootleaf say? Guys, at the end of the day, these are just pixels. What's most important is knowing who you can trust. That's it. That's it. Rootleaf, what a good guy. It's just an item, guys. It's knowing who's your friend, who you can trust. That's it. And, yeah. Tauren party coming. Okay, so we're going to log on to US Horde here in a second. Oh, man. And, yeah, that's what happened with our Warglaives. Oh my god, Chloe, relax. Okay, I'm gonna go rescue her toy here. Give me 1 sec, guys. Thanks for the picture, KS. Yeah, Relief was such a good guy. He still plays. We'll have more Relief stories. Just wait, guys. More Relief stories. We're gonna log on US Horde next. Let's do a couple more giveaways. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna rescue her toy. Do another couple giveaways. Let me log over now. 1 sec, guys. Logging on US Horde. Good guy, Relief. He still plays, guys. He still plays. You can say hello to him on Storm Rage. He plays like a bunch of alts. He's got a daughter. I remember when his daughter was born. Now his daughter's like 9 years old. It's crazy. Crazy, man. He is a great guy. Like, he's a tremendous guy. He's a doctor. He saved the life of my guild members. He's actually saved the life of Rando. You guys ever see Rando in my guild? Relief saved his life. Okay, we're going to log on US Horde side next. So, give me 1 sec here. Zuljin. And we'll decide which raid I'm going to do next. Chloe, just relax yourself. I'm going to log off. Thanks, guys. Goodbye, EU. Goodbye, EU for now. That's right, you can't stop me from logging out. Bunch of dicks. Rootleaf is a great guy, and he's a terrible rogue. A real rogue would have cheated the DKP system and get it back. We had a loot council system, right? We had a loot council system. How do you save his life? Rootleaf is a doctor, and Rando had appendicitis. So Rootleaf diagnosed it, and then sent him to the hospital. Had Rando waited a couple more hours, he would have died. He would have had